Yo, what's up? This is Prole, and you're watching the Prole Space YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking in. In this video, I will be reviewing the Holy Spirit Knight's Fortress from IAMBRICK. My overall feeling about this set is that I like it aesthetically speaking quite a bit. I think it looks really good from almost every angle. It has a lot of detail going on all throughout. It has both an exterior and an interior that I will show you, of course. And it has this movable structure where you can have the two sides out like that, or you can have them pushed back like so and have a more narrow structure like that. So my overall issue with this set, of course I have an issue. The issue is the scale of the set is completely off from anything I'm used to that's not minifigure scale. But here, this detail here kind of reveals the story. You got a small staircase, boom, 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 boom. Nice building technique here. Single structural connection through the center of the staircase, and then it swings out each piece. Is pretty cool. But it goes up to a window, or is that a door? Not sure. I think in my mind, it's a door, because why would you have a staircase to a window? So if that's the scale of a door, that makes sense why the drawbridge is so small in this scale. Definitely you wouldn't have the knight and his horses coming out from this drawbridge. It's very small. The scale is about one minifigure can fit in there. Of course, you just have anti-stud back here. This does have a crank in the back, which I will show you in a second. The set has a black and red theme or motif with this black dragon. See the black dragon holding the sword. Pretty cool. All prints in this set, not a single sticker, and many, many details going on. Flags all the way at the tippy top. Alright, let's show you this side. This is a great example of the details of this set. Many slopes to get all sorts of inclines and angles going on. I believe there's 4 birds in this set. These sort of canopies or awnings with the wood panels going in different directions. There's a nice touch. This roof can hinge up and down as well. So you got a full tower here. And this is actually a sliding secret that reveals a treasure chest down there. It's where all the knights hide their gold and treasure. So let me swing this around the back now. Take a look. So when it's all folded, you get this really nice, narrow hallway. I think it's a nice look. Certainly unique in the brick world, I would imagine. I haven't seen too many castles looking like this. Now this is more of a fortress set, not a castle. The king wouldn't be living here. This is just for the knights to gather and train. They got archery, target practice going on there. Now, let me go over some interior details. There's a blacksmith through here. Let me swing this out. There's an anvil back there. It's hard to see because it's dark. Another print, hammer, chain. You get probably like 10, maybe 15-ish chains in this set. Mostly this length, and then there's a couple of chains that are long for the drawbridge. Another issue with this set, however, loose pieces. There's 2 here, there's 1 in this tower over there, and then there's loose carrots here. Not a fan of that. Oh, there's loose water bits as well in that. It's little round tiles, transparent water tiles. So yeah, moving up this tower. Again, you might be able to fit a minifigure in there, though they wouldn't be able to do much. Up this tower, there's nowhere a minifigure is going to be. This is sort of a writing desk, a letter, candle in there, sword. It's actually, see up in there. So antlers, so a moose head or something like that. There's a sack and a pulley here. And this is quite a fiddly build. You see the actually angled down. This can't actually reach a 90-degree angle fully. It's more acute because of this plate pulling it down. That you don't get any string or anything. You can't play with this at all. It's just for looks, just for display. And yeah, chain details, pretty cool. Again, a lot of different building techniques. Each little section is a little different. Each little section of each tower is different. It's a fun build. It does get tedious though. There's several single stud plate assemblies of like 3 to 6 single stud plates on top of each other that you're just stacking to create like snot bricks basically. So you do that several times, maybe like 20 times throughout the build, so it can definitely get tedious. And that's probably the main reason I would not recommend this for ages 8 and up, which is what the set is rated for. I believe this set should be rated closer to like 14 or 16 plus. It's definitely just for adults. Kids would not want to build this. It's tedious and then you can't play with it. This is just for display. Given its scale issues especially, you can't really do minifigures with this. You could try to display a minifigure here and there, but it's not going to look right, and they're not going to be able to go just anywhere. Now on this side, you get the tree and this well. Now the well is cool. It looks really nice. It's got this crank with the, oh, look at that. That's the issue with this. It's connected with 2 studs. 2 studs on that well. See on the top of the well here, there's a bucket hanging down with the crank. You can move that bucket up and down with the crank. So yeah, 2 studs hold that thing on there and it rocks. You basically have to hold it to crank it. Of course, the crank, the bucket moves half an inch. It's not really much of a play feature anyway, so you probably won't want to crank it, but you can if you want to. And it's sort of just, the idea of it. It's on there crooked now, but I'm not going to fix it. So let's look at the interior of here real quick. We got a dungeon. That pretty cool dungeon. Some skeleton pieces, and there's a spider web print. Some chains. Up in here is like an alchemy shop. Sorry about the light, but there's some prints with like a magic potion bottle. Several of the bottles are printed too. A couple of bottles that say poison on them. I believe there's a bottle that says magic or something like that. So yeah, it's sort of potion shops, alchemy shop. I hesitate to call them shops. They're not really shops, they're just areas, I guess. There's no way for minifigures to even, or for people to get to these areas really. It doesn't make sense contextually within a world. This is sort of designed to look cool, which is fine. I'm pretty fine with that. As long as you're going in understanding that, right? This is not a play toy. So around, this is probably my favorite side. Bird. There is a frog down here. Frog piece, bunch of pieces, lantern. The tree is really nice. Again, it's quite fiddly. It broke off one time I moved the set around. But it looks good. This might be angled down. There we go. That looks better. So yeah. My overall thoughts of this set. I do like it aesthetically speaking. It's a nice looking set and it's good for display. These guns are gigantic though. Like how big would these guns be scaled in relation? If this building was scaled fully up, these would be gigantic guns, right? Like that's the sort of scaling I'm talking about. But it looks good. So let me just hit some points real quick before we wrap this up. So again, the scale issues. There is no coherent scale to this. It's just whatever looks good. And that's fine for display in my mind. In your mind, it might not be though. And I think that would be justified. I think most people are probably pretty much used to just having things aim for around mini scale, or sorry, minifigure scale for castles like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people prefer more display-like castles, but I just want to make clear this is not really for play. This is not really a play set. You know, this would never come out of Lego. This is very much model focused, display focused. This side, when you open it, it sort of has a stopping point and naturally looks good. Like they built it to match up really nice and to look nice and clean. This side, not so much though. Open this side. And there's no natural stopping point. You sort of have to line it up 90-degree yourself. And it's further back, right? It's not up here, it's back there. So you can't really you can't push this thing flat against a shelf. There is, even all the way opened up, you still need quite a bit of depth to keep this somewhere. The part quality of this was excellent. I had no issues with the parts. A couple of parts did have some grime on them that wiped off, but no issues otherwise. The prints look good. No stickers. You get 4 birds, a cat, some bowls, a bunch of weapons and swords, axes, spears. So yeah, part quality is good, no worry there. I believe it's Go Bricks. The part selection is also good. You get a ton of different parts in this, a lot of parts that will be good for custom builds, or for adding to other buildings. I do recommend this set as a mock part kit. This would easily lend itself to customization. You could definitely build something in minifigure scale that will be more appropriate for your castle layout, your castle scene. This I don't think would fit in a minifigure scaled castle scene or medieval town. It's just it's just scaled too small. This is a huge building that is scaled down to a little model with no consideration for fitting it in with other sets of any sort. So, and my last point on this before I wrap this up is that, again, I believe I mentioned this, but it's rated for it's rated for age 8 and up, and I believe that is just not correct. This should not be built by an 8-year-old, and I don't think they would enjoy it because you can't really play with it after unless you want to break it apart. And it's just too fiddly. There's too many small pieces, too many small assemblies you have to deal with. And it's just too much detail and things take too much time. This was a 12-hour build for me. 2,600 pieces. Now to finish it up, I paid, including shipping on this, I paid about $45 on this for 2,600 pieces. That's an easy sell as a part kit. You will not find these parts for sale for $45 anywhere else. So yeah, if you like what you see here aesthetically and think you could work with it for custom things, I'd highly recommend it because the parts are high quality and will definitely work in any sort of custom built layout. But as is, it's not good for a layout because it's it's overly detailed, it's too scaled, too small, it's too fiddly, and it's really designed as just a display piece. So that is the Holy Spirit Knights Fortress. That's my review. I like it with a lot of caveats. It's a great display piece. It is cheap enough to easily justify getting this as a part pack for custom builders or for mock builders. It has a lot of cool detail. It's a fun build. It's a worthwhile build. You can definitely learn techniques from this. You could just look through the instructions and see how they build some of this stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, for $45, which is what I paid from Bar Weird, including shipping, I recommend it as a parts pack. Altogether, coherently, it doesn't come together, but it's a good attempt, and I'll keep my eye on IAMBRICK and continue purchasing their sets for sure. Thank you for watching. This has been a Prole review, my very first review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, comment if you're into that sort of thing, and look out for more Prole Space videos in the future. Thank you for watching.